I said it many times before. Hello YouTube. You cannot vote yourself out of a totalitarian regime. And you will not change anything with compliance. You don't want to take it from me. Maybe you want to take it from Naomi in this very important interview. It's really a great interview with a lot of information.
I kind of have lost patience for all Quislings. I've lost patience. I would rather work as a waitress for the rest of my life than participate in the murder of anyone, or as a journalist participate in lies. I would rather clean floors for the rest of my life. And so when I get emails, and I've got a chapter of this book, I get emails all the time from people saying, "You're so brave." Of course, I would come forward and do what you're doing, but I have, the nonsensical reason my boss would be mad at me. And they are upper middle class, college educated, graduate school educated people who would not die. They would lose their jobs. Big deal. You'd lose your job at the Pasteur Institute. You know who you are. You'd lose your job at the Cleveland Clinic. Big deal. Look at the dissident doctors in the United States. They told the truth. They refused to collude with murder. They lost their jobs. They're fighting horrible legal battles. Our lives are so difficult, right? I lost a 6-figure investment in my company. I can never publish in the legacy media again. I don't exist in the legacy media. I can never publish another book with Random House or Simon and Schuster. All your news outlets who used to cover me, cover my books here in the Netherlands, crickets, silence, right? No one wanted to talk to me, right? I'm a non-person. Too bad, right? Too bad. I've saved millions of lives, and these dissident doctors have too. And you've suffered. Your life turned upside down, but you refused to go along with it. So I guess I would just say, knowing the history of fascism, people are kidding themselves if they think, oh, I'll just stay silent and then it will be okay. Because if you stay silent, it will not be okay. They will come for you anyway. If they want your property, they'll come for you. If they want your kids, they'll come for you. If they want your business, they'll come for you. If they don't like your ethnic minority or your ethnic majority, they'll come for you, right? If you lose your democracy and your rule of law. So the history of fascism shows that being silent is the most dangerous thing. You may lose your job now, like you and I did. You may lose your comfortable life. You may lose a lot of friends, like you and I did. But someday you're going to die, and you're going to face God. I do believe that. And you're going to be accountable for your choices. And you will be asked in this time, did you go along with this great evil, which killed so many people, which led people to die alone, which broke the spirits of children? And you'll need to account for yourself, And so for that reason, I want to be on the right side of history, as uncomfortable and financially punishing as it is. And also just practically, in the Netherlands, I see the change. I see that people are subdued here, and it used to be a vibrant, free society the last time I was here. People know there's a shadow over them, and that shadow, you guys have been here before, that shadow is not going away. If you try to comply it away, it's just going to get worse.
It just is going to get worse. That's exactly what I keep telling you guys in the Netherlands, in Germany, in particular to the Germans out there, because I'm born in Germany and I find it my duty as a German, as a born German, to warn for the signs. And I've been doing this for the last, decade. Lost many friends, many contacts, because, he says the things so out loud, so not the Dutch way. Well, there was a time when I grew up in the Netherlands. That was exactly the Dutch way. Or at least that part of the Dutch population that I kind of interacted the most with. From the West, in Rotterdam, for example, collega's at Netloyd, construction sites. We We told each other how it is. No sugarcoating. Who gives a shit about, the paper wrap around the gift? But indeed, we have turned the Netherlands into a Nazi-fascist state. There is no other way to conclude this, because that's also something I keep saying. If you fund, support with weapons, money and training Nazis, fascists, then guess what? What are you when you do this? Then you are a Nazi and a fascist. Otherwise you do not support those causes. So please, wake the fuck up. Have a nice day. This is really one of the most important interviews Dutch can watch. And get their heads finally out of their asses.